Yes, you read that correctly. Drivable vehicles. Yes, it only took 700,000 years. And, hey, you know. Anyway, it's in there. I'll show that last. Because there's a lot to it in case I start rambling. Let me show you the first thing. Since the last. Added different ways the main menu camera can view the maps when generating, or left idle when you walk away. You can inspect the maps before you play it by pressing home and end keys. So we got a map that was generated here. You can press home, view it from the UFO, press end, go back to flying through the map, which is also a new behavior for the map, because guys like Mini Boss Kevin would get motion sickness seeing it flying around like this. He said the spinning, just made him sick. So, and I can see how that can happen. So it'll only display that for 10 seconds, and then it will go back into flying through the map. Yeah, so there it goes by itself. But if you want to inspect it, you can press end, get the menu out of the way. Home gets the menu out of the way, goes to the UFO, but as soon as you touch the mouse, the menu comes back. Generate a new map. It stays, after 10 seconds, then it starts flying through. Or you can skip it and just start flying through yourself. Check everything out. Back and forth, whatever you want. What's next? Visual recoil to all handheld guns. It doesn't affect the aim, because I've said that I want to keep the controls 1-to-1 with your player input. And that also goes for vehicles, which is very tricky to do, but I'll show you how I did it. Let's go into the guns here. Let's go into something like Agent Man. That looks cute.
Game on.
Yeah, so visual recoil. Recoil is higher depending on the power of the gun. So something like the sniper rifle will kick back a little harder. It also gives you a good visual cue of when you can shoot again, instead of guessing or just holding it in and hoping that you're gonna make a shot all the time. So this is very fast shooting. You know when the next round's coming. Let's see what else. Oh, while I'm at it, I might as well say I changed the trigger button from reload to just the trigger button. So instead of pressing trigger and then reload, you just press trigger and then press trigger again when you want to detonate it. Or you can lay it down and walk into it and it'll automatically explode on whoever is running, unfortunately, into it. Yeah. But I've also made it to where you can't spam it, so you can't just click it and then hold it in and it just blows up. So you gotta click it again. You also can't just throw one after the other. Added a little pacing into it because that was the reason for the reload button, to throw it and then hit a different button to detonate it, just to give it a delay. But I think this works better, hitting the trigger 2 times. What else? Hit marker feedback. Yes. Colors and size changed for kill shots. So normally, let me do a little cheating. There's a guy over here. Okay. So normally you hit somebody, white hit marker, but on a kill shot, it changes it to your color to let you know you got the kill. There's a bunch of bullets going off. You're not sure who's killing who. You see a green, you see your color hit marker pop up, then you know you did that. Oh. Oh. Anyway. Drivable vehicles, baby. Yeah. Anyway. Drivable vehicles. Let's check them out. I put it in its own map, which is just very, very basic because I'm still working out the collisions for it. The handling is amazing. Let me get into it. I'm going to use the controller now. Game on. First, I'll show you it in first-person mode. And then I'll show it to you in third person, which probably going to add like a hybrid mode later on to where you can aim. When you go to aim, it's in first person, and then when you're walking around, it's in third. It'll be just a hybrid mode between both worlds. So anyway, you can now get in the vehicles. They handle slightly different, but you can get in. You can look around. You can look out the back. Doesn't really have an interior, but it looks like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the shape of it. So check it out. The only thing that isn't one-to-one control with the vehicles is the acceleration. The steering is actually super responsive. So the way that I did the physics for this was custom. All the physics in this game are custom. I don't like to use pre-made crap because you can't retain control over it. I just jumped out. So the back wheels, when the back wheels are touching the ground, it gives you grip and you can go forward. If the front wheels aren't touching the ground, you won't be able to steer. I'll show you that in third person, but first I'm going to show you this right here. I have to work on the brake system also. So while you're in the vehicle, you can't be hurt. So you're protected by the glass. Let's get a... Uh-oh. But yeah, you can't get hurt while you're in the vehicle. Eventually I'll add, probably with the next update, to where when you hit a player, it kills them. You know, just blasts right through them. And gives you the points for it. So let me get in third person so you can see how smooth everything runs. Game on. Oh damn, I lost my car over there. Alright, so like I said, the truck handles slightly different because it's higher up, bigger tires. But yeah, everything just is super smooth. As you can see, I'm turning and it doesn't actually turn until the front wheels touch, just like it would in real life. So part of my simulation light is that everything is one-to-one control with your input, except for gravity. You can't change gravity, wouldn't make sense. So you'll wait for gravity to bring you back down to the ground. Your back wheels touch, you get traction again. Your front wheels touch, you get steering again. Let's see, what else? Yeah, for right now, this doesn't randomly generate anything except for the swampy crap. So what this will do, like I'm going to add a race mode. I'm going to add racing into this, like I've always said. And the racing the way that it'll work is the track will be randomized, of course. The terrain will be randomized. So even if you wind up with the same sort of track and the same track layout, where you hit bumps and hills and obstacles in the course will change dramatically. So when you're racing somebody, you are literally trying to, outmaneuver them, and not just speed, but your skills will be fastest time, of course, but also how well you can stay on the track dynamically, because it will be changed each time, even with the same track layout, like a figure eight or a circle or whatever. But yeah, I'll work on that too to make that more randomized. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I wanted to show another quick detail with the vehicles. So if you notice, I added this to say, hey, if you're using a mouse, you might want to use a controller like the game was designed for, because it's much like this is with the mouse now. Everything's like digital, it's like hard left, hard right. But if you look out the back, you got a blurry decal of the controller that you saw on the outside. Same with the truck. You look out the back. Let me get in the. Let me use the first player because it's more analog. I'll add gradual controls for mouse and keyboard players too. But yeah, you look out the back, you can kind of look down, you can kind of look up. And the controls, the way that they work for this is just like an RC car. Forward and back are your forward and back, reverse. And then your right stick for looking is your left and right. And also looking up, kind of ducks down and looks up out the window. Ducks, sits up in the seat and looks down. So, yeah, it's just like an RC car. Handles the same. If you can go forward, you can go backwards. You can go backwards and it'll look in the direction that you're going to be turning, but either way you are 100% controlling. Your one-to-one control for steering is there. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I gotta work, like I said, brakes. Let me get this guy. Okay, so on the control stick, yeah, go all the way to the right, all the way to the left. And if you'll notice, the way that I did the physics is there's no gliding and sliding with these vehicles. They're actually gripping the ground. The tires are going with it. There's no slip and grip anywhere. There's just acceleration. So if you're one of the guys I grew up with that love to play with RC cars, you will definitely get a kick out of this, because it's the exact handling and control as an RC car. Touch it a little bit, turns a little bit. Touch it all the way, turns all the way. There's no delay in the steering. Only in the acceleration. Anyway, I think that's it. So the next bunch of stuff that I add will probably be race related. So you'll be, have race markers to where you make 3 laps. Keeps you on the track. The more you stay on the track, the more points that you'll get. Also, times your time score. So this is going to be one of those things where it's skill based, just like the rest of the game. It's not about how fast you are or how many kills you get, but also your efficiency in what you're doing. You're aiming, you're shooting, you're driving, you're handling and control. It all will be factored into a skill rating because I think most games are outdated by the way that they use scoring systems are just very, very basic. They don't actually judge your performance and your skill. It's just kind of numbers that could be luck. You know, it could be, you know, exploits that you're using, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. I'm a numbers guy. I like that stuff. Anyway, that's it. And stay tuned. I might be launching a Kickstarter again. See if they don't try to scam me and, you know, hide my project in their search results and their pages like they did last time. We'll see. Anyway, see you. Bye. Is that the right button? No, this is. What the hell?